Hi, Kieran. How are you? Hello, Jack. Anybody hearing me out there? Somebody type in yes, no. Am I coming through? Hi, Rachel. Is anybody hearing me? Hey, Simon. Good. Okay. Oh, you have a Roco ICE. Nice. Roco makes nice trains. And I really think Roco is the best company for making things that fit on Märklin. Of all the other German companies, I think Roco is the best company whose AC trains, three rail trains, work with Märklin. They really are much more intuitive with Märklin. Um, yeah, I was just sitting here messing with stuff. Hello, Jason W. I really toyed with filling that all out because of all the wonderful things he does. But when it comes to the internet, I don't really do wonderful things. But um, I'll be running some trains in a couple minutes. Jason at Barnabas Junction, he's supposed to do his live stream. Is that at 3 or whatever? I don't want to cross into that. Hi, Chris. Hi, Kev. Nice to have you here. Hey, I'm getting some people here. Um, I'll be with you momentarily as I try to get some stuff ready to go. Just real quick, I'll wait till later. Fleischman also makes great stuff, Jack. Fleischman makes wonderful stuff. Hi, Heath. If you want to, everybody wants to take a moment and post your. You are all moderated, at least you should be now. Once you get off with Verizon, they'll say hello. Yeah. But yeah, this is the very first picture of me with my model train. That is, in fact, the Ghost of 2015. That is December 26th, 2015. The white shirt, the jeans. Except that guy probably weighs, well, now about 15 pounds less than I do. I'm finally catching up with him again, trying to get back down to weight. Um, but that is me on the left. I got the train for my birthday, which was December 19th. And my kids bought me track for Christmas, but they ordered it from Germany, so it didn't come in until the day after Christmas. So that is the very first time my train ran. The little video on the right, the very first time I ran a model train since 1970, I think. So about 45 years in between. Hey, Kieran, welcome back. And yeah, let's go to the 11 lane view. Really, not a lot has changed from the last time I was running my trains. I did give the Railjet a rest, and I've put on a freight train for some unknown reason again. Probably because I've gotten into these live streams. I'm too addicted to them, I think. I go out and do my morning activities. I eat lunch, and then I could work on my layout or mess with my trains, and messing with trains. But I am running my trains a lot more now that I have been doing live streams. Some of these trains have gotten more running in the last 2 weeks than they've had in the previous 2 years. So yeah, I've enjoyed that. So anyhow, let's fire up some trains because apart from all the brilliant chat you provide, I assume that's what you're here for. Want to see some trains go round. And we'll get that ICE3 going off in speed. I didn't even turn that on. Okay, well, that'll be on there. That ICE3 is the real definition of zoom. Alright, yes, I know. You couldn't make a connection. You're not supposed to make a connection. Nope. Which way do I want you to go? Alright, off he goes. The IC1. Not the IC, but the not the ICE, but the IC. I'm just going a little slow. I'll be with you in a minute while I get everybody running here. Why do you always do that? Huh? Why do you always do that? And off he goes. Not too fast, not too fast. Even though you can go fast. And finally the last guy here. Well, second to last. As the metronome takes off. If you don't know these trains, you can always ask. And where is... I'm bouncing around on different controllers. It'd probably be faster just to run it on my... There you are. And off he goes. Alright, we got everybody in motion for the time being. So let's see, did anybody else come in? So hello everybody, how are you? And again, does anybody know what time Jason goes on with his Off the Rails Tuesday? I'm not going to cut into that. Oh, you're still trying to repaint the footbridge there, Simon? Hi, March West. Good to see you. Let's go to the all view for now. Again, not a big change. I am running a freight train who will be coming in the 11-lane view in, about 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I was close. 8 seconds. Here he comes. That is a Deutsche Bahn Siemens class BR 187 freight hauling locomotive. All right, so I got to be off by 3. All right, that keeps me down to just over an hour now. So, all right, that's cool. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to cut away from the trains briefly just so I can... if you have not entered the contest, please enter the contest. Even if you don't want to win, you can always donate it. Because what I'm trying to do is get lots of interaction so I can start making money on YouTube. No. Just, it makes my sense of community feel better. The contest rules. You must have been a subscriber before July 11th, 2020. You could not have subscribed just to join the contest. So I announced the contest on July 11th or 12th, so it was basically you were already a member before. And then you have to go through my Model Train Outsider series. Now, people, it's easy to cheat. 38 of the 40 Model Train Outsider videos have the ghost, and in 36 of those, the ghost appears within the first 3 minutes of the video. And you can use fast forward or scroll through and just find a scene. Just pick any episode, find a scene, see what the ghost and I talk about, and go, oh, that's the funny one. I'm not discouraging cheating. I'm not discouraging cheating. Hey, Tim JD, nice to see you. That's all right, Heath. If you've watched 4 or 5 of them, you're 4 or 5 ahead of just about anybody that's not in the family. So yeah, just pick one and just watch it and just get what the basic interchange is. Yes, many of these jokes tie into various episodes. They do string together. It has been leading to a video that my wife and I are still filming and refilming and working on. And next week, this week it's Enter, either a week from yesterday or a week from today, I will do a live feed and have the winner live. We're going to do the same thing Kev did at Medway, the little Wheel of Fortune thing. We're going to do that one. So if I approve your scene, and how do you know I approved your scene? I usually make a reply like, oh, that's a good one, or oh yeah, I really enjoyed making that one, something like that, which means you made up a legitimate. You know, one person who I deleted because they got angry at me and they weren't a real subscriber anyhow. Like, well, I like that one time you and your ghost got into a fight. And I'm like, yeah, and we get into fights every episode. Oh, hey, you probably want to go back. So anyhow, you have to place your choice for favorite scene in the comment section of live stream number 9. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. You have to place it in the live stream of number 9, and I will accept any entry through next Saturday or until I wake up on Sunday the 19th. All right, let's go back to some trains and see what's happening in my train world. Hey, Dave, nice to see you. There's no such thing as being late on a live stream, especially an unannounced live stream. I made fun of myself doing that a long time ago on one of Tim's, and I don't know if Tim at Family Model Railway, Tim Wells, I made a joke. I said, I'm sorry I missed your stream, and then I typed after, I said, isn't that kind of egotistical that I sound needy and bad, that I'm apologizing that not that you missed me anyhow. And he took that as like I was begging for attention or something. I'm like, no, the whole point is it sounds egotistical, like, hey, I know you were expecting me to be there. I expect who shows up. Well, I think I was late. I was supposed to be born on December 16th. I was born on the 19th. All 3 of my kids were slightly late. My second daughter was heavily overcooked, as we use in the family lines today. Hey, let's go up the long run and see what's happening there. Yeah. Gives you an nice view of these guys going around. Yeah, you'll notice my metronome's still going backwards. He's working great going in reverse right now. Technically, it's not reverse, but with the control cab leading instead of the locomotive leading. And, yeah, let's go up the ramp now and see what's coming. A freight train. Hey, if anybody wants to educate me what's proper etiquette on a freight train, like, I'm so scared a rivet counter's going to go, look at that idiot. He put his oil tankers after the container cars. Everybody knows you put the oil tankers first, then the container cars, then the flatbeds. I don't know. If anybody wants to, go ahead. I never even planned on owning a, I never planned on owning a freight train. My wife bought it for me and used it as an excuse for Christmas presents for a couple of years. You need some more cars for your freight train. So, bless her heart, she broke my rule. To own a train, it had to be a train I had ridden on, although I broke that when I bought the Railjets. But she turned right around and bought me a freight train here. Well, hey, Ray, welcome in. Hey, there's Tim. Wow, ears were burning. I mentioned Tim, and his ears were burning. Yeah, Tim, I was talking about the one time I apologized for being late on your stream and was kind of mocking myself. You know, I said, not that you missed me. And I said, I think you took it as I needed to be reassured. And I'm like, no, it's so arrogant for me to go, like, I had to apologize for being late to your stream. Like, I'm so important. And I don't want people apologizing like, hey, sorry I missed your stream. Guys, life's in the way. Hey, Ian came in. I'm trying to catch up with everybody now. Ian came in. Awesome to see Ian. I got to knight some people again. Yeah, so put links to your things. How are you doing, Tim Wells and family? We did see you on delay because you getting on the train was, about 5 a.m. my time. And as much as I love your family, I'm not getting up at 5 a.m. just to see you get on a train, as cool as the train was. Although I am excited now. Rachel has gotten me excited about wanting to see the Britannia. I even read the Wikipedia explanation of, like, why is Britannia so special? Okay, it's an old steam engine, but it was the locomotive that pulled King George V's funeral train. So that makes it special right there. And of course, to a lot of you, it's just an old steamer. But yeah, I read about it and found out its history. It was the first of its class, the Britannia class, numbered 70000. Thank you, Wikipedia. Oh, Tim, it is a live stream without me. This is not even this would be a live stream. If I got up and walked away from here, it would still be a live stream. There'd be nobody talking, which might be a good thing. But you'd still be watching trains go around. Hey, Somerset Andy, nice to see you. Again, I downplay myself a lot. I have an absolutely humongous ego. I think highly of myself in a lot of ways. I also know, but I'm smart enough to know where I don't know. And that's where I kind of give myself grief. Sorry I missed your stream because I know your stream wouldn't have been the same without me. No, that's so egotistical on my part to say that. So, anyhow, did this open up yet? Dude, come on. Let's get to work. Chop, chop. Sorry, messing with 3 different computers here. All right, so once again, for those of you who have not, I'm going to pop this up again. I'm running a contest. The winner gets, and I will work it out with the winner once I can figure it out. But whether in the UK, Denmark, Germany, United States, Canada, anywhere but the island of Tahiti and Murmansk in Russia. If you live in those 2 places, you're excluded from the contest. You must just quickly, and guys, you can cheat. It's real easy to cheat. Pick Just describe your favorite scene between me and my Ghost of 2015 from my Model Train Outsider series. Put it in the comments section of live stream number 9. This is number 10. Live stream number 9. I've got, I think, 11 entries as of my last checking an hour ago. You can enter once all the way up through the morning Eastern Daylight Time of the United States when I get up on Sunday, July 19th. And then I will do a live stream either Monday, July 20th or Tuesday, July 21st to pick the winner. So it's like 44 44 euros, 40 pounds sterling, but not guineas. It would be only 39.50 in guineas, but that's a different story. So anyhow, let's go back to trains. Y'all can read that for yourselves, but it's also on the comments, the description, as well as video title of live stream number 9. So if you are not familiar with the trains I'm running, it's always German trains, mostly, well, almost always passenger trains, except today I'm running a freight train. And again, if somebody wants to educate me what is the proper protocol for lining up a freight train, do oil tankers and chemical tankers come first? I always figured they put the explosive stuff towards the end of the train so the engineer of the train doesn't get killed if they blow up. Hey, Jackie, welcome. And so, yeah, let's hit the 11-lane view. So the yellow and blue guy is the Metronome. That's a private company. They drive these double-decker cars. Here comes the freight train through with a few container wagons, 40-footers and 80-footers, I think, is how they go, or is it 30 and 60? I don't know. Me not so good with trains and freight. The Metronome is a private company that deals with some of the traffic into and out of Hamburg and the surrounding area. That coming around, the double-decker is an IC2. That's how you know it's an IC2. It has 2 levels, but that's IC, no E. The fast guy coming through, and no, he's not going at even scale speed, remotely close. That is an ICE3. You can tell an ICE3 because they have more of that pointed nose on them, rounded pointed nose. The ICE1s and 2s look the same, and they have more of a flat snub nose. But all German high-speed trains are white with a red stripe, and they're all run by the federal government. So there's a nice view, seeing everybody come around. And the little guy running on the most inside lap is called a Lint. It's a Lint Class 648. Technically, it's a 22648, but the class is 648. And that is I think you guys call it a DMU. It's a diesel local commuter traffic guy. But I like them. Ride a lot of those when we're in Germany, my wife and I, and my students back when I took students to Germany. Speaking of wife, she's... Oh, you're off with Lynn. Yeah. Okay, wait. Hang on just a second. You want to say hi to everybody? This is the Mrs. Joyce. She's off to a doctor's appointment with our pregnant daughter.
That's right. All right, you guys take care. Everybody stay safe.
So that was that. Now there goes the freight train leaving the village. Now freight trains do run through Delmenhorst, but they never stop at Delmenhorst. They always are fly-throughs. Hey, who came in? Hey, Martin, hello there. And yeah. Lee lost his wallet? Uh-oh, that's never good. Martin, you say you like the You like the ICE-2s? I've ridden on ICE-1s and ICE-2s. I'll take the ICE-3. They're much nicer. The ICE-1s and 2s are a little bit older, not quite as smooth. I was going to ride an ICE-4 this year. We had already checked, and the train we were supposed to take from Freiburg to Munich was going to be an ICE-4. We were so excited, and, well, then it happened. Yeah, the Delmenhorst Station does not have any pass-through lanes. I don't know if that's what you call them. Like Bremen has 2 freight pass lanes where freight trains that are not stopping at Bremen go straight through without going near platforms. In Germany, in Delmenhorst, they just announced, freight train coming through will not be stopping, please step back, because they go by fast. Even the freight goes kind of fast in Germany. Germans love their speed, man. They're kind of wild that way, aren't they? Yeah, we'll catch this guy coming up the ramp. I do like this view. I am trying to catch up with everybody. I watch the trains and talk about stuff, and I don't watch. Well, Heath, that's true. Whenever you lose something, it's always where you left them. My dad, maybe you guys had a dad or an uncle or a grandpa who was like this, but this was my dad my entire childhood. This is my dad my entire childhood. Where the hell's my glasses? Anybody see my damn glasses? I set them down on the counter. They're not there. Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? I cannot find my damn glasses. And then you'd say, Dad, they're on your head. And he'd go like, oh, you, and then he'd be mad at you for pointing out him being unaware, shall we say. Yeah, I do have, I'll probably break them out next time I do a live stream. Hopefully not till the end of the week. I'm doing too many of these, but I get bored in the afternoon. My wife and I get up early, and I have certain exercises I have to do, and on certain days of the week we go out biking and playing tennis. And then we get home about lunchtime. I see who's on live stream. And then until about 5 in the evening here, which is 10 o'clock your time, there's really, I'm not doing a lot. I'm at home. I should be working on my trains, but I'm usually working on something for school, getting ready for the next school year, or I'm just sitting around being lazy. Just sitting around being lazy. Yeah, stayed on there too long. Oh, no. I am not the only stream that has a comedy routine. Alan at Dragon Junction Mark II. He starts the stream laughing, and then you join in. No, that's just it, Martin. The ghost, who himself was me at one time, and lazy, because lazy is a mental illness I suffer from. I have 2 speeds. I'm 300 miles an hour, don't stop, or I am sitting in my recliner doing nothing. There's no in between. Some people ask me, how do I manage to watch so many live streams? I'm usually watching 4 at a time. Call it ADHD. But that's where the ghost is a hypocrite, because he yells at me for not working fast enough and not getting things done. But in his own time, he was lazy and didn't get things done. Yeah, Kieran, I think Mr. Alan Dodd now. Let's see, is anybody coming? Nope. Let's go to the station view. I thought, yep, the IC1. And you can tell an IC1 because it has a red locomotive and single decker cars. But IC, not ICE. the Intercity as opposed to the Intercity Express. I'm going to go over here for a bit because it is going to get busy over there in a second. The anticipation of when are they coming in. The difference between an IC and an ICE, I think, is fairly obvious. But the ICs they go slower and they stop at more stations. The ICEs go at least 50 miles an hour faster on average, and they make fewer stops. Although Dumb and Horse is an ICE stop, which I find interesting. Hey, Warwick Andy, nice to have you. See, I have to address all the different Andys. Well, we were up to 24. We're down to 18. We scared everybody off. Tim, every one of my models has come from Germany. Nope, I lied. Every model I now own, I bought either direct from Germany or when I've been in Germany. I had a Class 101 electric locomotive, similar to, where is he? Oh, he's coming around. Let's go level in view. Similar to the guy coming right now, except without the artwork on the side. So if you watch this guy going around, you see the little artwork on the side. But just imagine it all red. It was from Germany, but I bought it from an American shop. I do not have a local shop that sells European trains. The closest shop is, if I drive fast, about an hour and 55 minutes away. If my wife needs potty breaks, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes away. And even that shop doesn't sell a lot of modern era stuff. They sell the track, and they sell some of American's older stuff and old direct from Germany. Andy, Somerset Andy. Uh-oh, I got a spinning ball of death. Is that true everywhere? No, it's just my computer. Okay. I think it's just my phone. I've got the spinning ball of death on my phone. Anyhow, Andy, if my model shop in Germany has my train in stock, like I pre-ordered it and it just arrived, if I pay for it, and usually the pre-orders come in on what would be Friday morning for me, I'll pay for it on Friday. They'll ship it on Monday because the payment has to clear. It'll be on my doorstep Wednesday. So 3 days, every now and then 4 days. If they have it in stock from my model shop from Germany to the United States, I get it in 3 to 4 days. One time I had to wait 5 days, and I was so angry. Huh. I don't know if I can reboot this stream. Oh, yippee. Yeah, now I'm getting staggered. Stream health. Yeah, I'm getting a... Alright, I just tried to refresh it. Tell me if that helped at all. You guys are all still buffering. Okay, you guys will have to let me know. According to both my views, I am now getting better picture again. Sorry about that, people, even though it's YouTube and the internet's fault, not mine. So yeah, Tim, to finish that up, yeah, I get my models. Now the big thing is, as an American, um, let's see, what's the easiest way to explain that? All right, let's say Märklin, my German company, announces a train and I pre-order it. Now they usually just give you quarters, like it'll be second quarter of 2020, third quarter of 2020. Well, they'll finally announce, okay, this train is going to be released to shops, let's say let's say August 1st, since it's coming up. On August 1st, Märklin is shipping its first set of orders out. So it's leaving the factory for the first time on August 1st. It's in the German shops by August 2nd and 3rd. I get notified August 3rd or 4th, maybe 5th. I pay for it, and I'll have it by August 9th or 10th. So from the time Märklin actually releases it from the factory to the shops to the time it's on my doorstep can be as low as 9 or 10 days. On the contrary, if I want that same model and I order it from an American shop, I go in and support my local, except I don't have a local. And so I put an order in with this store that's 2 hours away. First of all, the train is going to cost me $120 to $150 more than getting it straight from Germany, and that's shipping included. And it's going to, it won't hit the American shops until, let's see, if it's released August 1st, at the earliest September 1st, and usually mid-September to end of September, and then it takes my shop a week, week and a half, sometimes 2 weeks to get it out to me. So I can either buy it direct from Germany and get it 9-10 days after it's released from the factory, or I can buy it from an American shop, pay $120 more, and wait 2 months to get it. Train people, I know we want to support our local shops, but in this situation, my defense is I don't have a local shop to support, and I get it faster and sooner and cheaper buying direct from Germany. Don't touch it. No, Ray, my Fowler car system has taught me leave well enough alone. I still got to get under the table and rework these sensors. Fowler company, I sent a very long email in German to them explaining my problems, of which half I'd already sorted out, and then they just sent back, and that was like 3 weeks ago, and now they just sent back, yeah, you can do this or you can do that. Have you tried this? And yes, you should put the sensor here, not here. So now I got to go under, drill some new holes, and it's lazy, just lazy. I could have done it 5 days ago, but I come down here and think, do I want to work on the Fowler car system, or do I want to do something else? And I do something else. Here comes that freight train through the station. Okay, there we go. And then just all the other random silliness I do. These pictures my wife and I, well, actually, I think 99% of the photos my wife takes. I do filming, she does photos. But there's a little hard photo stock, and we just print up some of my wife's panographic pictures she takes from trains or from train stations. I print them up, and I just tape them to the sides of the table here, because I don't even have the fascias up until I'm done building everything. And so it gives a little background scene. My favorite one is the one you see in the background of this. That's actually, about a 12-foot, 11-foot panoramic picture we printed up. I don't know how well you can see it in the background there, but it really does add a nice thing other than it's peeling there. Well, hi, Ollie Wardle. Welcome in. But yes, I know you guys in the UK, I have seen you guys order things on Monday and it's on your doorstep Tuesday, and that's impressive. On the flip side, if I send something to somebody in the UK from the United States, it seems to take about 5 weeks to get there. But to get some from Germany to the United States in 3 days, I can't complain. And by the way, my German shop does do just a little bit of a couple of American models, not much. And then my German company, Märklin, they release 2 locomotives that are American locomotives, but it's always some painted version of, I'm going to get this wrong, E7 or F7. Is there an E7 or an F7? Which they do different paint jobs of, and then every few years they release the Super Big Boy, the Union Pacific Super Big Boy. They just released a super deluxe version of it this year, and it's like $790 in HO scale. Oh, Martin, just to get the basic stuff, I'd probably still order my trains, but if I had a local shop where I could get the track and the motors, I'd probably have a lot more of them than I do now. Although I have plenty of spare track. With all the remodels I've done of this table, and still not sure I'm not going to do some sort of... My wife and I were talking about last night, and we talked myself out of it, but... I was just thinking, if I had done my train table this way, it might have been a little better. I was like, no, keep it where it is. Just build up what you can here. So again, if you subscribe to my page before July 11th, I'll do this one last time because I do not want to get in the way of Jason's live stream at 3 if he's going on. The F7. Okay. E, F. They were close. All letters in the alphabet. Anyhow, my contest. Again, $50 US, but I will convert it to whatever monetary system you need. All you got to do is go to the previous live stream from this one. But you had to be a subscriber before I posted that video. Pick your favorite skit, bit, joke between me and my ghost of 2015. Guys, you can cheat. Just 36 of the 40 videos, the ghost is in the first 3 minutes of the video. And tag your, I liked it when you called the ghost a horse's ass. And then, pardon my language, people, we went blue here. If Bent Road is still here, you have to leave now because Daddy used big words. And just make a note of that. And you're entered if I respond by saying, yeah, good choice, or, oh, that's one of my favorites, or, something that confirms, yes, that was indeed a scene. Because I did have one person who typed a cruel little, an obscure, he's like, yeah, I liked it when you cussed at the ghost. I'm yelling at the ghost all the time. What do you mean? When you yelled at the ghost. Like, which one are you talking about? There's pretty much every video I yell at the ghost. So that's it. Just pop it on sometime by, let's say, noon UK time. Or 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time USA, because that's when I get up on Sundays. If I'm allowed to sleep in. Anyhow, let's go back to some trains. Yep, we'll catch it this way again because the IC1 is going through and the ICE3 will be coming around. And now we'll catch that freight train going up and a couple of the double-deckers, the Dostock, we call them. Doppelstock, Dostock. And just missed the 2 cars coming around this side. But yeah, not even my tankers are weathered. I don't weather. I'm sorry. Now let's go to the all view for a bit. All right, Ray. Take care, man. Thanks for stopping in. Ah, Jackie, I am really sorry to hear that. My wife had her ID stolen, and they got, are you ready for this? $2,000 out of us. Of course, they could have gotten 8,000 at the time because it was our income tax stuff. But yeah, we got, somebody stole my wife's ID. They caught the person, and we got, I think, 1,500 of the 2,000 back. But yeah, and that was 2016. 2016 was a rough year. My wife had knee replacement surgery. Right in the middle, I was trying to rebuild our kitchen. She got her ID stolen, which screwed up all my money and bank account for trying to rebuild our kitchen. $2,000, man. But we wound up getting about 1,500 of it back. The IRS was very helpful and nice with us. But the theft was discovered February 5th, and we didn't get anything until September, and then we got our money back at Christmas time. Yes, Chris, my double deckers do light up. I have a couple of areas where they blink, but let's see. I've got a freight train that doesn't light up. Everybody else should have their interior lights on. The guy coming around right here the IC1 does not have lights. I am going to send it off someday and get lights in them. He was supposed to have lights by now, but we had to put up a shed, which killed my train fund, and then we had to put up a roof on the garage because of a storm over the winter, and that killed my train fund. And then at Christmas time, right before I injured my back, I went to get the Christmas stuff out of a crawl space in our bedroom upstairs under the roof, and we found massive leakage. So we had to put a roof on the house. And then I injured my back, and we're just now getting all the bills for that. So my train fund is heavily depleted right now. Not that I'm complaining considering how many people are out of work, but so stuff that I was going to send off like 8 months ago to get lit and remodeled didn't get lit and remodeled. But I will do a quick, because I only got like half an hour here, but let's do a little bit here. Boom, boom. Bumble. Tommy. Let's see if there's a better way to do this. Let's not pull anything off the table. You're all good there. Okay. Hey, there we go. All right. So I think that's everything ready to go. And let's put you on, no, let's do station view. Let's put you on that one for a second. And yeah, Chris, let me see. Who left? Oh, March West Junction. Bye. See you somewhere. Hey, Dundee Road, I didn't see you come in. I'm sorry. Hello and welcome. I won't turn all the lights off, but yes, I know you asked about the trains, but yeah, they show up better when we do this. So There goes my IC3, and when it comes around, you'll see the lights on it. All my trains and locomotives have lights and sound functions, which I don't have on. But let's do the 11 lane, and maybe I got to turn it off here. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Just remember, when you look into the void looks back. When you look into the abyss looks back. But there you can see my double-deckers going back there, Chris, and coming around, and they'll blink a bit. There's a couple of areas on the track I need to clean, and their contacts need... I keep cleaning the contacts, but I'm still getting blinks in areas. So as you can see, it flashes a lot. With all the running I've been doing, I really need to do a major cleaning of the track. Let's see, is there any other view? I think up the ramp is pretty dark. Yeah, you don't see anything there. Village view. You can see the station a bit. But the 11 lane's the best one for seeing them. Okay, Heath, to not be snarky about it, let me go ahead and turn the lights back on. And I said, let there be light. All right, let me turn these buildings off now. And that... Heath, I started putting videos up. Well, actually, I did my first Model Train Outsider show, for lack of a better term, video vlog. I did that in November 9th of 2018. And I broke 100 subscribers about 7-8 months later. And then I joined a bunch of Facebook pages, and that began advertising my channel. And literally on November 9th, 2018, or 2019, exactly 1 year into the show, I broke 200 subscribers, and we did a 200 subscriber celebration, which is a 1 hour show split into 2 parts, which, if anybody ever cared to know, my favorite episode is that 2-part episode of the 200 subscriber celebration. That's where the Ghost of 2015 is at his most insidious. Around that time, I started doing the Merklin Outsider show. And I went from 225 to 350, 400 really quick. So, yeah, about half my subscribers really started coming in because of my Merklin stuff. Because people, especially in the US, Canada, and non-German speaking countries, want somebody to explain Merklin. That wasn't my goal. I was trying to explain Merklin in video to friends and family online, since they can't be here in person. And it just exploded. But now I've got people asking me to explain things that I just, it's above my pay grade now. Oh, hi, Hypno's Best. Yes, you know your trains. I love... As far as locomotives go, it's tough to say it. But, yeah, my 101064 is my second favorite locomotive. Well, third favorite. My Austrian and Czech rail jets are still my favorite locomotives. But the 101 here with the Merklin celebration is still my favorite. Be right back. Daddy needs a drinky poo. And then, as I mentioned in a couple of streams, Tristan 00 Neal gave me a shout out, and I jumped up like 25, 30 over a 4-day period. And then since I've been doing my live streams, I've gained another 50. And now it's leveled off again. But I broke 500, and I don't know. Everybody says they're always shocked when they get to a number, because I know some people have 100 and they're so much better and nicer and have better things than I do. And I'm not downgrading my stuff. I got a lot of cool shit. I mean, stuff. And, sorry, kids. Dad does drop a few naughty words now and then when he's not keeping himself safe. If I'm talking to adults, I forget my teacher filter. I probably should have my teacher filter on. Especially for you, Jack. Martin, that's a great question. How often do I shift things around? Usually, not often. I have my favorites that I run a lot. But since I've been doing these live streams, I change out at least... Well, until today, it was at least 2 trains, and usually 3 for each episode. Today, I only changed 1 train from what I did the other day. I put up my freight train just again. But, I mean, I have my favorites. My ICE3 is rarely off my layout. And my Railjet, my Austrian Railjet, is rarely off my layout, although he's off today. Just because he was the easiest one to park to put on the freight train. But, tell you what, I've done this before, but I'll do it again. We've done it before, we'll do it again. 1940s American war song. Let me see, which one is it? This one, yeah, the long run. You're about to get motion sick for a couple of minutes. And then I can't even see. I'll take my phone with me. You will not hear me, so it will be silent. So everything is crazy now. I cannot see this to adjust it. The video on my phone is 30 seconds, but yeah, this is the parking area you guys never see. I have 5 additional lanes. These are for my long trains, so you can see my Railjet is parked there. Next to the Railjet would go my ICE3. My ICE2 is parked there. And then my ICE1, which is right now a short train, but it will be longer when I get my additional cars. So my Railjet, my ICEs are all parked there. And there'll also be my ICE4 when the time comes. But when the ICE4 comes, I officially will not have enough lanes for my trains. But that's my little parking area. Now I got to try to line the camera back up, so it's going to take 30 more seconds. Hey, that's not bad. Okay, yay. I'm happy with that, so I guess I'm getting used to moving it and putting it back in the right place. So let's see. Nobody's going that way. There goes that freight train. Oh, I might want to see what people are saying. Jack, I have no idea what Unstoppable is. Is that a movie that I probably didn't watch? Because I think the only movies I have watched in the last few years are either the Marvel superhero movies or movies from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and some from the 70s. Because I don't know. I don't know what Unstoppable is. No, Heath, that area I just showed you is not on the layout map. It is to the right. If you're looking at the layout map right now, it's to the right. Up by that camera, the one I used in the upper right-hand corner, that camera is right next to the branch-off lane. So if I go to that camera real quick, you can see the branch-off lane just on the right. The ICE's coming through. The freight train just went past, and there is a branch-off that leads to the parking area right there, and then the parking area is behind the camera. So it is not on this map. Oh, let's go to the station view. Hi, Lee. And Simo, I did not see, I don't think I greeted Simo. I'm terribly sorry, people. I've got my Samsung phone, but sometimes things scroll faster while I'm doing something. Here they come in your face, the IC2 and the ICE3. The biggest thing is I gotta get passengers on a lot of these double deckers. My Regio-Bahn, which is, well, you can't see where it's parked. Well, I'll tell you what. Actually, I can do that to you because you guys really can't see that. So I will do the 11-lane view. This is the hardest one to get back straight. All right. I don't know how well that shows up, but that's my, you can actually see the one train parking way in the distance right at the top of this image. But you can kind of see this goofy white station, which is actually a real station. It's in a city called Kael, Germany. No, not the lettuce. But you can see I have some other trains parked over here as well. This is my regional train parking area, as well as my IC1 and my IC2 park in that region as well. But you can see the metronome is going around it on, and actually technically going through the Bremen station. That's where my Bremen station will be. But that is the I'll try to move this a bit more, lift it up. There you go. So now you kind of get a view of everything over there. I know you can barely hear me because I'm over here, but I am trying to talk loud. My voice projects well. See, I'd love to have the camera up here. I think that would be awesome. Bingo. All right, that's about what I want. So there, now you saw all my trains and where they're parked. Make sure the passengers pay. Hey, could somebody please confirm, is Jason going live at 3? I mean, it's every Tuesday, but I have not seen a post. Oh, I'm shouting into the mic now. I've been talking away from it. Is Jason going live today? I have not seen a post. So that means I got about 10 minutes and then I better get off. I don't want to be mocked on another channel. was a great view right there. I should have gotten it. Got a nice interplay there with a bunch of trains. And again, as I always say, probably because I'm a little defensive. And if I'm ever defensive about what I do with my trains, it's because I was new to the hobby. I was 51 years old, totally new to the hobby. And the worst thing in the world is when I started trying to learn about model trains is I ran into the rivet counters. And they were not helpful. Fortunately, I did run into a few Germans that were very thrilled that an American was getting into Märklin. But, you know, every now and then I'll still get an email from a guy saying, why are you doing this on your layout? You would never see that in the real world. Well, that's why it's model trains and not real trains. But, yeah, the rivet counters, they scare. I mean, I don't think they care, but I don't think they realize just how many people they scare out of the hobby or depress in the hobby. Everything has to be exactly the way it is. I mean, and you can be a rivet counter for yourself and enjoy. Let somebody else be it. You know, I had a person type that says, are you going to weather those trains? No. Well, I can't stand to watch a video where the trains aren't weathered. Okay, go to somebody else's channel. You know, I can't stand, you know, it just totally ruins it for me. Ruins it for you? We're not talking about your girlfriend or boyfriend shouting out somebody else's name while you're fooling around. We're talking model trains here. And my trains not being weathered ruined it for you? You're kind of a sad person. You really are. Okay, Jack, so what you're saying is it's sort of a, wow, there's absolutely no trains in that picture. That one of the rare times you don't see any trains in the, now they're all there. Had to be. So what you're saying is it's a mock-up of Keanu Reeves' Speed films. It's a train version of Speed. But here's the funny thing, Martin. I used to subscribe to a couple of pages, channels, YouTube channels, where the guys talked about rivet counters, and they never seemed to realize they themselves were rivet counters. They may not be quite as, I mean, as I say, I won't call out or mock anybody else's channel by name, but yeah, there are people that don't realize they themselves are rivet counters. My ghost is a bit of a rivet counter, but he's dead, so to heck with him. He's not even so much of a rivet counter, he's a slave driver. I love that interchange. Look at that, all those trains in that picture. You wouldn't see it in reality, but man, I love it. Just all those trains there. Hey, let's go up the ramp since some people are coming. That's a freight train again, but what the heck. Your little Westie likes me. I love dogs, but our last dog, Storm, died almost 2 years ago now, and that's it. I'm done. We had her. She died at the age of 15 and a half, and we had her for 15 years. And then our cat, whom we had for 20 years, died January of this year. So we had a cat for 20 years and a dog for 15 years. And it was weird to switch from having Storm all those years to not having a dog. But every time my wife tries to talk me into, she always shows me pictures of my favorite dog and says, "Look, honey." I'm like, we're not getting another dog. I enjoy not having to pick up all the poop in the yard. I enjoy not having the legs of chairs chewed up, and coming down to carpets and rugs soiled. And I'm just not ready to. I've got a grandbaby on the way. I've got enough I'm going to have to house break. Jack, our 20-year-old cat Sabina, she hated humans from the time she was born. The only humans she loved were new people to the house. She would come out of hiding. Hi there, take me home. I'm kind and loving. Just feed me. Martin, if I could do everything I could do to my layout, here's what would happen. I would blow up my neighbor's house, gut every wall inside that neighbor's house, and then take all 3 floors and their basement and make my miniature wonderland. And I would have a big Dumb and Horse layout in one basement, and then an alpine layout in the main floor, and then on the second floor of that house, maybe do a Euro travel Czech Republic Prague thing, Scandinavia thing, and then on the 4th level I might break down and do some British UK because I've been watching it for so long. That's what I would do if I could get away with it. I would just blow up my neighbors and do it. The layout I have is the best I can do in the situation. There is only one other thing, and again, I wish my cameras weren't wired or tethered so I could show you what I'm talking about. But there is a room. Here I am. There is a room. Whoop, this way. Thumb that way. Thumb, thumb, other way, thumb, that way. There is a room right there. There, now it works. There is a room. That black void is a room. It used to be my toy, tool, and hobby room. It's now my daughter's, her hobby room, because I kicked her out of here. And it's, about 13 feet by 13 feet. The day she moves out, I pound a hole through this closet over here, which you guys can't see on camera, and I run more loops and create a gigantic fiddle yard in there, and maybe completely redesign the right half of this layout. The Dumb and Horse side is going to stay as is, but that's my dream. All right, well, if it has been confirmed that Jason is going on, oh, I support that too, Martin. And, unfortunately, my daughter doesn't. I don't know that my daughter is ever going to move out. She's 28 now and still lives at home. And I don't know. I really don't know if she's ever going to move out. There's more to the story there, but I'm not going to discuss that online. She's got health issues. But anyhow, I'm going to actually cut this short. If I get bored, I might be back on tomorrow or Thursday. If I get my lazy butt in line, I might actually have my Fowler car system all working and can try to show it over the next couple of days instead of showing trains. But as it is, just so I don't get accused of stealing somebody else's day, I'm going to bid everybody an Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, good job, das vidania, au revoir, buonasera, and I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all for coming by. If I missed something you said, I apologize. Just nag me about it. Don't forget to get involved in the contest, and I will see you later. Happy trains.